Hey, oh, welcome to the chamber. As I Zero Forever Apex just released Season 6 patch notes ahead of schedule. Is it ahead of schedule? They're releasing the patch at 1 a.m., and I thought the patch notes were going to come out with the patch, like every other video game in existence, but it came out like an hour ago. Nobody called me. So we're gonna go over the patch notes together here in this video. Stay tuned, hang out. Please don't nerf Caustic. Whatever you do, please don't nerf Caustic. Alright, Maverick Hunters, here we are. Season 6 patch notes. As is tradition around here in the chamber, we always go over the patch notes, discuss changes, how impactful they'll be on the meta, our predictions, etc. I'm hoping they don't touch Caustic. Please, God, leave Caustic alone. And what other changes? We know about the map changes. We generally speaking know about Rampart's kit. I hope they just reduce the cooldown on Pathfinder's grapple. That's the first thing that comes to mind. I hope they don't shelf the R99, but if they do shelf the R99, I hope that the Vault is a good alternative. So, without further ado, here are the patch notes. So let's go over them together. World's Edge update. Hammond Robotics continues to take over World's Edge. They're up to something nefarious. They've taken steps to upgrade World's Edge with changes to the dome drill slate and other points of interest. Read up on all the changes on the dev blog. Here's Rampart. All right, here we go. Here's Rampart's abilities. Ramya Parekh is a 21-year-old British Indian blue-collar private business owner who just needs a big gun and a backpack full of scrap metal to get by in the dangerous wild west of the Outlands. Parekh brings her modded shields and knowledge of heavy weapons such as Sheila. Well, that's what she calls her minigun. Alright, the modded loader. Rampart has increased magazine capacity and faster reloads using LMG and the minigun. Modded loader also increases the amount of shots before overheating that occurs, improving the cooling when using the L-Star. This is going to be cool. I was wondering how they were going to do the L-Star, because L-Star doesn't have a magazine, so this makes sense. L-Star is like already... L-Star's not really used too much, so maybe this will increase the usage of the L-Star. The amount, I don't know if the amount matters. The recoil on that thing and the bloom of the projectile out of the L-Star, and the projectile being fairly slow compared to other weapons, is what kind of makes the L-Star a weird weapon in the first place. We'll see how that goes. Her tactical is called Amp Cover. Rampart builds a crouch cover wall, which deploys a full cover amped wall that blocks incoming shots and amps outgoing shots. A max of 5 walls at a time. Amazing. Is that 5 at, can you do like 5 at once? 5 at a time is huge. That's big. That's real big, dude. Considering, I mean, you could basically completely cover Watson Pylon, which I imagine is going to be a main strategy we'll see employed here pretty soon. 5 walls. I wonder what the health is going to look like. That's interesting. I thought it was only going to be 3. Yeah, 5. Bet down. Rampart plays a mounted machine gun that anyone can use with a high ammo capacity and a long reload time. You can deploy 3 miniguns at once. What? You can have 3 miniguns at once, bro? Does that sound broken? Reading this, that sounds busted. 5 cover walls. I mean, you really can just defend a rooftop, dude. Like, that's so good. And that's crazy, bro. Is she like? Is she a better tank than Gibraltar? Is my initial question. Like, wow, that's okay. New weapon, the Volt. Let's go, baby. Best crosshairs. Uh, best iron sights. So far in Apex Legends. The first energy-based SMG to see regular use on the frontier, the Volt allows the operator to fire a salvo of energy-based ammunition, decreasing drag and making it possible to hit multiple targets within a short window. Not much information here. We're gonna have other video. I'm gonna produce another video specifically talking about the Vault. We're going to just really dive into that weapon here in the chamber. But we all know the RNG gods are not always in your favor. With Season 6, we're introducing a crafting system. Find materials throughout the map via loot bins or material stations. Okay, I don't know why it says situation. Then take these to a replicator. In the replicator, you'll find 8 different pieces of loot you can craft if you have enough materials. Some of this loot rotates on a weekly or daily basis, but you'll always be able to see what's currently craftable in the game mode selector on the map screen. Clever, intelligent, nice. Great. This is like the vending machine mechanic that came out in like Radical Heights, which never really got off the ground. Fortnite copied Radical Heights with the vending machine mechanic. This is similar. It sounds better. Sounds a lot better. So this is going to be great. We all hate RNG. This is wonderful. Armor meta. With Season 6, we're introducing some big changes the way armor works in the game. First of all armor is Evo, except gold. When you find a white, blue, or purple armor on the ground, it's a pre-leveled Evo armor. It can be picked up like normal and continue to be evolved. Red armor is not on the ground loot and can only be achieved through evolving. Gold armor is not part of the Evo armor track and is only found in rare locations as usual. Another interesting change is that players spawn with level 0 Evo armor. If you get in a gunfight right away and do enough damage, you'll automatically level up to a white armor, and you continue to take that all the way to red. We think this will really help with the loot availability early in game without requiring players to drop pot when they don't want to. With all the changes in Season 6, players will have an opportunity to level up their shields through damage, ground loot, or through crafting. The last big difference is that all armor is coming down by 25 health. This means players with purple and gold armor have 175 health, not 200. Red armor gets you 200 health and can no longer get you 225. Our goal for this is to bring down the time to kill a bit in order to reward strategic positioning. Big change. Thoughts. So, spawning with armor reduces the stress on the loot pool, which is important. Increases the chance that other things spawn. Now, I know it said the patch notes say that you can still pick up blue Evo or purple Evo, but in the back end, when they're adjusting the loot table, they can reduce the amount of white shields overall, and just fix the loot pool better. So now you're fixing the loot pool with the amount of armor that spawns, because white armor is just not going to spawn, right? You start off with that takes that out of the loot pool, and then now you have this crafting system, which doesn't necessarily take out the loot pool, but fixes the game to make it more enjoyable overall. That's great, because now you can focus on things we need, like healing. How many times have you not found a shield bat or a med kit without going the entire game just looting before the top 5? So this is great. Reducing time to kill, super important. Gibraltar and the Caustic being fat boys with fortification at 225 health is actually disgusting, especially Gibraltar having an extra 50 health on his gun shield. Ridiculous. So, and then they have the new damage requirements. I was just going to mention that. So you do 50 damage to upgrade it to white, 125 the blue, 250 the purple, 500 damage to red. So, I mean, you get a purple shield by knocking 1.5 people. Give or take 125. Like, you get blue almost off the top. Easy to level. Easy. 500 damage isn't nothing. So, Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. So, I mean, you're almost guaranteed to get um formerly what's purple, now red. Red is the new purple. That's going to be hard to get used to. That's going to be hard to get used to. But um this is a great change overall. Can't wait to play it. Honestly, we'll talk more about it on stream, and we'll talk more about how it feels as we play it. But just for the simple fact it reduces the stress on the loot pool, I think this is a great improvement. Um, and dropping in with level 0 Evo armor is also pretty intelligent. Hollow sprays. Hollow sprays a new way to emote in the arena. By using the emote wheel, you can throw down these legend-specific calling cards to taunt bested enemies or warn future challengers that you're not to be messed with. These would be great if you can only use them after you get a down or a kill. But you could just throw them to throw them. I don't know. We have to see. You should only be able to throw these down, I think, if you get a kill or a knock. But that way it's not like spam on the ground. Battle Pass. This season's Battle Pass includes Reactive Supersonic G7, Bloodhound Road Warrior, 5 new hollow sprays, new skydive emotes, weapons, charms, and more, of course. Follow the story from Season 5 quests, now in full color illustrated comics, treasure pack, collect treasure packs, daily to earn your rewards, including crafting medals, challenge points, apex packs, a whole new suite of gun charms. So they kept treasure packs in the game. Okay. Play the game, get rewarded. Loot, get rewarded. Bet. Let people have their toys, and this has just been the mantra I've had forever. Let people have their toys. Let people play the game. Reward players for winning the game and playing the game. As silly as it might sound, you can look to Fall Guys and saying they reward players who win that game with currency that can be used on special items, and only those special items. Let people show how they've won with not just like trackers or numbers, you know? Seems more tangible. Like a skin is more tangible than a number on your banner that you only see maybe once or twice throughout a match. I like that. This patch, we're taking a look at the Recon class, a class built around information gathering that should be powerful in a BR, where knowing where the enemy is often the difference between life and death. There are 3 legends in the Recon class: Path, Crypto, Bloodhound. One dominates in terms of in-game performance. The robot. The robot dominates. Hi, friend. Yeah. In this patch, we're mostly buffing Bloodhound as they need help the most. Another Bloodhound buff. Crypto's changes are a mixed bag, as we also found one bug we had to fix that was giving Crypto a hidden advantage. Sometimes when you thought you were hitting the drone, you weren't really hitting the drone. Huh. Between the buffs to Bloodhound's alt and the new utility Crypto gains on his drone, we hope to see more diverse field recons in the game. Okay, cool. So what do we got here? Recon class. All Recon legends, Bloodhound, Crypto, Pathfinder can now use survey beacons to get to the next ring location. Crypto can use his drone to instantly get this information. Yup, Crypto's good. Crypto's good. Crypto's amazing. Play Crypto. Hot tip, play Crypto. Pathfinder. Giving all Recon legends across the survey beacons makes Pathfinder less unique, and obviously we don't love that. For now, we're giving our friendly robot a small buff to his ultimate cooldown when he uses the survey beacon, but in the future, we'll take another look at Pathfinder to see what else we can to make him feel a bit more unique. Those new passes, each time Pathfinder scans the survey beacon, the total cooldown of Zipline Gun is reduced. Zipline Gun cooldown is reduced by 10 seconds each time Pathfinder scans the beacon. Up to 6 games per ring means the total cooldown of Zipline can go from 120 to 60 seconds. Oh, I see. It's cumulative. It's not like an ultimate accelerator. He man, this is great. So I know they just said they're gonna change it, and that's fine. But it's so frustrating in a public match when you have a Pathfinder team who just doesn't want to use Survey Beacon. I know one could argue that like, hey man, it's a public match, it's not a ranked match. But they weren't doing it much in ranked either, in my experience, you know. So having a Pathfinder incentivized to use a Survey Beacon is great for public matches, great for Pathfinders who maybe just started the game or want it, and incentivizes it and makes Pathfinder have that mobility for his team, not just himself. So I like it. It's smart. I'm glad it's cumulative and not like a one shot. So 6 survey beacons is a lot though, but like I like it. This should count for Pathfinder if Pathfinder scans of a map room once. I know that probably doesn't count, but I feel like oh no, I feel like if Pathfinder uses the map room, he goes in the map room and scans and activates it. This should count, but it's fine. There's plenty of survey beacons around the map. Um, I don't. It'd be interesting to look at how many survey beacons are available on average per map, or if it's a set number. I don't know offhand. But that's something worth to look at moving forward. Bloodhound. Bloodhound fulfills a very clear role in Apex. They're the information gatherer and tracker, but currently the performance leaves a lot to be desired. In this patch, we want to double down on their ultimate being their big moment of becoming a godlike tracker. Bloodhound already gives some information to the enemy when they scan or use the ultimate. It makes a lot of noise. So we think there's room for a lot more power during this ultimate. Beast of the Hunt now gains even more duration when Bloodhound scores a knockdown or kill with the ultimate about to run out. During Beast of the Hunt, either alpha nut comes out twice as fast and has a much shorter cooldown. Okay. So he's just like Super Saiyan. He's just Super Saiyan Bloodhound. Alright. It increases from 5 seconds to 15 seconds based on remaining duration. So they put a soft cap on the duration. Got it. So Beast of the Hunt now has a soft cap. It can't exceed a certain. It can't go higher than a certain amount, to a certain point. But if it's about to run out, it lasts longer. So I'm hoping and assuming that when Beast of the Hunt is about midway done, it gets that 15-second bonus, like 50% from where it starts off at. Either All Father is reduced to 6 seconds, bro. Either All Father total time use is less than a second, bro. That is disgusting, dude. That is so stupidly good. Bloodhound is hot. Bloodhound is fucking hot, dude. Sorry, I'm not supposed to cuss, but like, oh god, that's good. God, that's real good. That's scary almost, bro. That's like very scary. All right, Crypto. Crypto is a particularly interesting recon character. The amount of information he can gather for his team with his drone is very high, but the fact he has to switch over to his drone leaves him vulnerable and often at a great distance from his team because he has little to no abilities without his drone. We figure there's room for more power when he's in his drone. Crypto can now activate respawn and survey beacons from his drone. Doing so is instant instead of requiring a prolonged use. Made surveillance drone slightly more consistent to hit, but also doubled its hit points. Crypto can now pick up your. Oh my god, dude. Crypto can now pick you up and respawn you instantly, dude. And his drone has double hit points. EMP will now slow teammates caught in the blast, even if they had no shield. This means that players who have used Revenant's death totem will also be slowed. Okay. So it really matters when you activate it in the coordination. Coordination's super important with Crypto anyway. So your team can't be mid-fight, you blow it. Like you have to like preemptively shoot it and then go for it. Advanced Strand has 60 hit points. And they made the hitbox bigger. Cube of Edgeland 16, Cube of Enda 24. So bye. That's fine. We're happy to see that dropping the range shows that brought a lot more Revenants into play, but we've been watching particular frustrating combo out of the professional play involving a squad of Revenant, Wraith, and Crypto, where using 3 alternates together resulted in 2 back-to-back runs at the enemy team that you do very little about. We've attacked part of the Crypto EMP change, but there's also a part remaining for 2 seconds. Oh, they just like did a specific nerf. After being recalled by the Death Totem, players cannot use Wraith Dimensional Rift. Okay. Octane. You can now stim while healing, but stim will not remove the slow you incur from healing. You can now stim while healing, but stim will not remove the slow. Then, what? Okay. While Loba was initially very popular, she struggled to keep up more recently, so we're tossing her a little buff. If you're curious why we chosen to buff her ultimate rather than her tactical, we're seeing that she has a decent combat success, but that teams with her on them don't win as much. Say, teams with Lifeline or Watson. This suggests to us that her combat utility, that is to say how she funnels loot to her team, isn't doing enough. 3 minutes and 90 seconds. That's what I'm talking about. See, and I was always complaining about Loba. I always felt like she didn't do enough. Like, 3 minutes is a long time for her cooldown. But now having it 90 seconds is like, she can go to points of interest, boom, loot, and really, really get her team what they need. A plus. A plus. Met, and then her with a gold helmet is like, what, a minute? They increased Gibraltar's cooldown from 3 minutes to 4.5 minutes. That's okay. Gibraltar players are already like, are already like using their ult sparingly. This is insane. I mean, fair. It's not insane. His ult kills people, but like, whew, what a cooldown. Trophy system will now shoot down caustic barrels in flight if they would have landed on the inside of the range of the trophy. And mad. God, that's frustrating. Just let me in the building, please. All right. Added extended energy, added turbocharger. Remove choke from the loophole. Yay, I said this. Yay. No more choke. Integrating to the triple taking the peacekeeper by default. Select fire. Toggles the choke on and off. Yeah. Choke should be always on. Yep, R99's in the supply drop now. Darn. Damage increase. Magazine size is 32. Ammo reserve is 160. 32. Okay. We'll see how that does. I wonder if that means the headshot's 24. We'll see how that does. Ugh. And the devotion's back to its original untouched self. Yep. Fully kitted weapon swaps. All right, we have a gold devotion, a gold mastiff, a gold triple take, a gold flatline, and a gold vault. Gold flatline's hot. Gold flatline's hot. Gold triple take is pretty hot. Gold mastiff is like not hard to piece together, dude. It's a purple bolt and a digi threat. Like, okay, dude. The rest of these are great though. Stacks of 12, you can now carry 24. Reduce the amount picked up from 30 to 20. Okay. Reduce vertical recoil in burst mode. Slightly reduce recoil pattern on the second and third shots. Burst mode time now. Hemlock buff. Oh man, that's sick. I always hated that too. So Hemlock may be good now. Better. I mean, it was already okay in single fire, but charge rifle will now fire or use 2 ammo per shot. Increase mag size from 4 to 8. That's okay. How does that change? Oh, because they increased the magazine size, so they had to compensate with the charge rifle. Okay, that makes sense. Increase the fire rate. Okay, magazine size. Put the choke in by default. Yep. Okay. So give it the choke, but increase the fire rate. So because before you didn't have it, you just click people. So this is okay. You're not gonna notice that much, unless you use a triple take all the time. But that's okay. Bigger magazine size by 1, also okay. PK's back on the ground with the choke already built into it. They changed the recoil controllability of the Spitfire. Nasty. Now that Rampart's in the game. Updated Havoc with new recoil pattern. The Havoc's existing recoil pattern had constant horizontal move, and this means it would be either too difficult to control, there's too much recoil, or far too easy to control. Updating a new pattern, which is a more consistent style with existing recoil patterns. All right, we're gonna have to go over that. We're gonna have to go over that too. Mozambique now has 4 shots. I like it. P20 does more damage, but a decreased hammer point multiplier. Yep. Increase the mag size to 18. Nice. Only requires 1 shield cell to charge if the player has the gold armor. What? How can you, bro? How can you do that? So if you have gold armor on, what? Only requires 1 shield cell to charge if the player has gold armor. That's the okay. So this is the first time in like Apex history where like your armor affects your gun. That's sick. I mean, I get it because you use the cells to heal more than you use a battery, for example. But like, that's actually crazy. Okay. Increase horizontal recoil in auto mode. Slightly reduce vertical recoil in burst mode. So then horizontal recoil means that the pattern sticks out more. We'll have to look at that. We're gonna look at all these new recoil patterns. Quality of life. Supply drop weapons are now heirloom. Here, red, to avoid confusion with fully kitted guns, which remain gold. Cool. Good. Smart. World's Edge see performance improvements around the tree, dome, skyhook. Alterations have been made to the ring to prevent late zones from centering unplayable terrain to reduce the predictability of zones pool. Yep. Also good. Skins, bug fixes, Bloodhound being able additional ult. Fixed issue with gas traps clipping and mobile respawn beacons. Fixed issue rather than Pathfire take less damage from Nox gas. Okay, so this is like, yeah, dude, that was never supposed to happen. People were like, oh, it's because they're robots. This was super frustrating. Even though it's a bug fix, it's kind of a buff too, but it's a bug fix, and I'll take it. I'll take it over nothing. Crypto. These bug fixes, I'm just looking at anything that sticks out. Fixed issue train killing when they leave the Wraith portal on the train. That's hilarious. All right, and those are the patch notes. So, kind of scroll through these bug fixes, general bug fixes. Anyone, like I said, that stuck out to me was the caustic. Caustic didn't get changed too much. I mean, that's a fix, but now we can't smoke Watson pylons or gas Watson pylons anymore, which is like, you know, unfortunate, but fair. People argue it's fair. You have to shoot the pylon. I guess that's the intention. Man, that just makes Watson more, you know, with the caustic being played more frequently than previous seasons, really brings Watson up to par. And Watson will be played a lot now with Rampart. So let me know what you guys think of the patch notes. Let me know what changes you like, what changes you dislike. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed watching it. Do a dislike if you think I'm full of crap and the changes I like aren't the changes you like. And I hope to catch you guys in the chamber soon. I've been Zero, you guys Maverick Hunters, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. To see more guides of gameplay, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. And don't forget, you can catch me live on Twitch by following the link in the description. I've been Zero, and you guys are the Maverick Hunters, and I'll see you all next time.